On October 7, 1780, not more than 6 miles where we're sitting today, one of the most important battles of the American Revolution was fought. Not many people realize the importance of this battle, or the fact that it took less than 2 hours to fight. Through research and personal experience, I'll try to explain to you the importance of this battle in order to make you more proud of the area that you live in. To understand the importance of the Battle of Kings Mountain, first we need to know who the participants are and who where the location is of the battle. The participants were the over the mountain men, who were led by Colonel William Campbell, and the Tories, who were Americans who were loyal to the crown, who were led by Major Patrick Ferguson. The battle took place on Kings Mountain, which is approximately 30 miles from Cowpens, where the over the mountain men had encamped. The over the mountain men decided to meet Major Patrick Ferguson because of a threat that he had made to them. He had promised to bring fire and sword to the frontier if the rebels did not turn themselves in. In response to this threat, the rebels marched from Tennessee, Virginia, North and South Carolina in response to this, which is the area that was around 330 miles. At Cowpens, while they were camped, they learned that Major Ferguson had set up a position on Kings Mountain that he thought which was his advantage because he was on top of the mountain and he had the high ground. Colonel William Campbell led 910 of these men to fight against 1,075 of the Tories who were encamped on the mountain. Major Ferguson thought that the high ground was an advantage, but he had left himself no room for retreat, and there was no way for reinforcements to arrive to help him. Also, the Patriots would fire behind the trees, and the Tories would shoot down the mountain, and had not allowed for the physics of the bullet trajectory that would, by not aiming lower on the target, the bullets flew over the Patriots' heads. As the battle ensued, there were over 244 casualties or deaths for the Tories, and you'll see on the website myrevolutionarywar.com there were 29 Patriots killed, 244 loyalists, 58 Patriots wounded, 163 loyalists wounded, 668 were missing in action or captured loyalists, and you can see that it was definitely an overwhelming victory for the Patriots. There were three things that occurred because of this that made this battle important. According to the National Park website, Thomas Jefferson had said that it turned the tide of success of the Revolutionary War. It also stopped the British from invading North Carolina, or temporarily stopped them from invading, and Cornwallis was kept in South Carolina a little bit longer. It also allowed Nathaniel Greene to reorganize the American Army, and plus it caused the Tories not to join the British Army because of the fear of what would happen to them, just like it had occurred on Kings Mountain. The American resolve that was showed in this battle was one that if you had left these people alone and allowed them to live their own life and take care of their families, they probably would have not even came out to fight Major Ferguson. But instead, because they were threatened, they left their homes, and against facing all odds, they came out and met Major Ferguson and defeated him. And because of this, we should all remember that the area that we live in is not only the history surrounding it, but we should be proud of those that lost their lives in this famous battle. We're proud to live in the area that we do, even though it's not Charleston or Saratoga or any of the other famous cities or names that are mentioned when we talk about the Revolutionary War. But it doesn't make it any less important. Without the Battle of Kings Mountain, we truly could still be subject to the crown and living in a much different society that we do today.